Here they come. They're off. If Caramel Crunch on the outside going for the lead, there goes Pistol Peter as they drive into the first turn. Pistol Peter is on the inside, but Caramel Crunch circles them all, and Caramel Crunch now takes command. Pistol Peter's second, 2 lengths if looks could kill. Third, now a length and a quarter, Holly Hillbow. A length and a quarter to No Hood, followed by Nitro Society and Wolf and Son. Out of the turn and heading for the quarter, Caramel Crunch, but here comes Holly Hillbow. Now third, now second off the early quarter. 28 and 4 the first quarter. Caramel Crunch is your leader with length. Holly Hillbow looks to drop in second. Pistol Peter right with the leaders, and third it's If Looks Could Kill. 4 lengths back to No Hood a gap. Nitro Society and Wolf and Son approaching the half-mile juncture. Caramel Crunch leads the way, but Holly Hillbow is on the attack in second. Pistol Peter followed by If Looks Could Kill. They're halfway home. 57 seconds flat, and Caramel Crunch leads into the clubhouse, turn 2 on top. Holly Hillbow right there in second. Now Pistol Peter slips into second. Holly Hillbow in third. If Looks Could Kill, it's a gap to No Hood. Out of the turn, they curve into the backstretch. Racing a bit wide was Holly Hillbow. Up the backstretch, and Caramel Crunch has a 3-length lead. Pistol Peter second to the outside of Looks Could Kill, followed now by No Hood. 3/4. 126 and 4 into the forward turn. Caramel Crunch, here comes If Looks Could Kill. Now third, now second on the outside. On the inside, Pistol Peter and No Hood. They turn for home. If Looks Could Kill storms up to take command. Here they come, turning for home, and If Looks Could Kill has the lead. Caramel Crunch in second. No Hood is coming on. If Looks Could Kill with the lead, and No Hood. If Looks Could Kill is showing the way. At the wire, No Hood is second. Caramel Crunch held on for third. Here they come. They're off. It's Wildwood Tracy between horses for the lead. Fitzgerald moving right with him. Fleet Wing is there, and it's those three as they dive into that first turn. And Wildwood Tracy, 3 wide with a brush, is on the outside taking command, and Wildwood Tracy is your leader, but Fitzgerald is parked now driving on the outside, followed by Fleet Wing in third. It's Dark Horizon, 2 lengths to Robbie's Lumbara, followed by Home Alone, a gap to Too Cheap to Buy. Pat Nell trailing a battle up front off the quarter. 28 seconds flat, and Wildwood Tracy has the lead on neck. Fitzgerald parked alongside a challenging second. Fleet Wing right with the leaders third, 2 lengths back to Dark Horizon, followed by Robbie's Lumbara. Home Alone to the outside. Pat Dell, Too Cheap to Buy. Approaching the half-mile marker, a battle up front with Wildwood Tracy. Fitzgerald alongside a challenging second. On the inside, Fleet Wing, and they're halfway home. 57 and 3 into the clubhouse turn. Wildwood Tracy now draws clear again. It's Fleet Wing in second, followed by Fitzgerald. 3 wide. Here comes Robbie's Lumbara. Dark Horizon, nowhere to go. Pat Dell is on the move. Out of the turn. Now they curve into the box stretch, and Wildwood Tracy has the lead. Fleet Wing drives out of second. On the inside, it's Dark Horizon, Robbie's Lumbara. Midway up the back stretch. On the inside, Wildwood Tracy, Fleet Wing. 3/4. 128 and 4 into the far turn. Fleet Wing is under the whip now to take command. Robbie's Lumbara now third and moving up on the outside, followed by Wildwood Tracy. Dark Horizon and Home Alone at the top of the stretch. Fleet Wing, your leader. Here they come, turning for home, and Fleet Wing has the lead now by 2 lengths. Robbie's Lumbara is out for the drive. It's Fleet Wing, Robbie's Lumbara, Dark Horizon. It is Fleet Wing under the whip at the wire. He's in the right place. Balmoral.
Here are your possible daily doubles coupling the first race winner number 9. 9.
Here they come. They're off. Don's Blast between horses goes right for the lead. Now they drive for position, and Don's Blast glides over to the inside. On the inside of horses, that's Steel Mill Joe. On the inside, that's Ty Cobb Hanover. Rough gated in that turn and off stride momentarily was Technotronic. Out of the turn, now they're racing for the quarter, and Don's Blast opens up 3 lengths. Steel Mill Joe, second by 2 lengths. Technotronic thunders in the third, followed by Ty Cobb Hanover. On the inside, Melvin Skipper. To the outside, Profiteer, followed by Seek Scan. Calling in the quarter. 29 seconds flat the early quarter, and Don's Blast now draws clear again. Technotronic is rough gated and off stride again. Now back to second, Steel Mill Joe. Ty Cobb Hanover. Approaching the half-mile marker, it's Dave McGee and Don's Blast on top by 2.5. Steel Mill Joe getting the trip second. On the outside, Profiteer, followed by Ty Cobb Hanover. 59-1. The race is half over, and Don's Blast leans into the clubhouse turn a length and a quarter. Steel Mill Joe running his heels, and second here comes Profiteer. Was third, moving to second on the outside. It's Steel Mill Joe back to third. Seek Scan is following cover. On the inside, Ty Cobb Hanover, Melvin Skipper. Out of the turn, they curve into the box stretch, and here comes Profiteer. Profiteer with a charge on the outside to take command. It's Don's Blast back to second. Seek and Scan. 3/4, 129-4. Now they drive into the far turn, and Profiteer has a 2-length lead. Seek and Scan digs in on the outside, trying to come on. They turn for home. It's Profiteer. Seek and Scan is racing at him. Here they come down the stretch. Here comes Seek and Scan. It's Seek and Scan in the center of the track. On the inside, Profiteer. Here comes Melvin Skipper charging. Melvin Skipper on the outside. 4 horses at the wire. Top of the turn. Here they come. They're off. Monster Mac between horses for the lead. Ross the horse is there, and there goes Ken Cam. Now they drive for position. Monster Mac moves between horses. It's Ross the horse charging into second. Ken Cam right there in third. 2 lengths to Sunny Freedom. 2 lengths back to Sweet Baby Rag goes Sailing. Broadway Bastion out of the turn and heading for the quarter. Ross the horse has the lead. 2 lengths. It's Sunny Freedom. Second now by 2 lengths, followed by Sweet Baby Ray as they drive by the quarter. 28 seconds flat. Positions are unchanged, and Ross the horse opens up 4 lengths. Monster Mac is second. There goes Sunny Freedom into third. Ken Cam now back to fourth. To the outside, Sweet Baby Ray goes Sailing, and Broadway Bastion. Approaching the half-mile juncture, Ross the horse has a 5-length lead. Monster Mac is second by 2.5. Sunny Freedom on the outside, that's Sweet Baby Ray. Halfway home, 57 seconds flat. Positions on change, and Ross the horse leans into the clubhouse turn 2 on top. And to the outside there goes Monster Mac into second. Followed on the inside, Sunny Freedom. On the inside, Can Cam Sweet Baby Ray. To the outside goes Sailing. Now they curve into the back stretch. Ross the horse leads the way. On the outside, Monster Mac is on the attack. Sunny Freedom is there. To the outside goes Sailing. Can Cam as they drive by 3/4. 127 flat into the far turn. Ross the horse, a neck on top. Monster Mac tries to come on second. Here comes Go Sailing. 3 wide Can Cam needs the open stretch, but around the final turn, it's Ross the Hoss, your leader. Here they come, turning for home. Ross the Hoss cuts the corner. Monster Mac goes sailing. Can Cam tries to get through the open stretch, but here comes Monster Mac. Can Cam is charging. Monster Mac. Can Cam is coming on. Can Cam, Monster Mac. Those two at the wire. Racers and behind the starting gate. Here they come. They're off. Best of the class goes for the lead. There goes Sky Colors. Original work. Now they thunder into that first turn in 3 wide. There goes Best of the Class, circling horses to take command. Original work. Off stride in that turn goes Best of the Class. Best of the Class is off stride. That leaves Original work with the lead now by 2 lengths. Sky Colors right there in second. Cambino is out slightly third. 2 lengths back to High Lonesome. Followed on the outside, Best of the Class back pacing. Inquisitive Fella, Lunar Surprise, Benevolent Viking. 28-3 the early quarter, and Original work sets the pace. 2 lengths. Sky Colors second. Here comes Cambino, now third on the outside, moving to second. It's Sky Colors back to third. Best of the Class following cover on the inside. High Lonesome. As they approach the half-mile juncture, it's Original work, but Cambino moves up on the outside. Sky Colors is there. 57-4 the race is half over, and Original work leans into the clubhouse turn. Sky Colors now back to second. It's Cambino on the outside. High Lonesome followed on the outside. Best of the Class, Inquisitive Fella, Lunar Surprise, Benevolent Viking. Out of the turn, they curve into the box stretch, and Original work leads a length. Sky Colors right on his heels in second. On the outside, it's Cambino. High Lonesome, he takes to the outside 3/4. 127-1 into the far turn. Original work has the lead. On the inside, Sky Colors second. Cambino, High Lonesome 3 wide. Around the turn, it's Original work with the lead. Here they come, turning for home, and Original work is under the whip. On the inside, Sky Colors through the stretch. It's Original work. On the outside, Cambino, another try. Original work at the wire.
5 minutes for Balmoral 6, 5 minutes. Don't forget dual simulcasting tomorrow, Saturday. It all begins at 7:30.
They're off. Nutty Irishman going for the lead. There goes Always a Leader. Trained on the inside, Keystone Mundell and Elmer Scurry. Now they drive into the first turn, and Nutty Irishman now third and moving second on the outside. Elmer Scurry now back to second. Keystone Mundell in third. Always a Leader parked on the outside. Hot Dog John is there. French Canadian Sundarico and Johnny Sunday. Here comes Elmer Scurry up on the outside, a challenge for the lead. 28-4 the first quarter, and Elmer Scurry leads the way 2 lengths. Nutty Irishman right there in second. Always a Leader parked on the outside, followed by Keystone Mundell, and to the outside Santarico and Hot Dog John. As they approach the half-mile marker, it's Elmer Scurry a length and a quarter. Here comes Always a Leader. He's on the attack in second, followed on the inside Nutty Irishman and Santa Rico. Halfway home, 58-1 into the clubhouse turn. It's Elmer Scurry, Always a Leader. Racing at him in second, Nutty Irishman. Right with the leaders in third, followed on the outside of horses. He's moving up 3 wide, and that's Santa Rico. out of the turn. Now they curve into the box stretch. Elmer Hurst, and Nick on top. Always a leader. Moves Adamant, always a leader. Now has the lead. But here comes Santa Rico. Now third, now second with a rush. Santa Rico up to challenge for the lead. On the far outside, French Canadian. Look at him fly. He's 4 wide. Around the turn, French Canadian with a rush. Now to take command. Eighth of a mile to go, French Canadian. Elmer Hurst. Here they come down the stretch. It's French Canadian with the lead. It's Elmer Hurst in second as they come to the wire. French Canadian is opening up the lead, and French Canadian is all alone at the wire. Elmer Hurst second, close for third. Here they come. They're off. Mega Ditos on the inside goes for the lead. Now they race into the first turn, and Mega Ditos shows the earliest speed, nice and proud. Second, 2 lengths, OG's Prompter. Third, a length and a quarter, Double High. Followed in the turn by Lover Boy, and 1 for the money. Positions on change out of the turn, and Mega Ditos establishes a 2-length lead. Here comes Double High. Now fourth, now third, first over, winging up on the outside with a rush. Double High up to challenge for the lead. They're by the quarter, 30 seconds flat him. Double High is your new leader, Mega Ditos. Now back to second. It's 4 lengths back to Nice and Proud. Followed by OG's Prompter, Lover Boy. 1 for the money. Approaching the half-mile juncture, and Double High leads a length and a quarter. Mega Ditos is second by 5 lengths to the outside. OG's Prompter, Nice and Proud, Lover Boy. Halfway home, 58 and 4 into the clubhouse turn, and Double High maintains a lead 2 lengths. Mega Ditos right there in second now. OG's Prompter makes his bid, was third, moving to second. Mega Ditos back to third. Lover Boy following cover on the inside. Nice and Proud, 1 for the money. Out of the turn, they curve into the box to Rich, and Double High has the lead 3/4 of a length. OG's Prompter moves at him in second. Lover Boy on the inside. Mega Ditos 129 and 2 for the 3/4. 3 horses across the track. Double High is your leader. OG's Prompter, but here comes Lover Boy. Now third, moving second on the outside as they turn for home. It's Double High. Here they come down the stretch. Double High cuts the corner. Lover Boy charging on the far outside. Here comes Lover Boy. Double High. Lover Boy on the outside at the wire. They're off. Gold Star Sandstorm. There goes AJ's Rob Bry for the lead. On the inside, Piper Well Manor. Into the turn, and Piper Well Manor benefits from the inside, but Gold Star Sandstorm drives up to challenge second. AJ's Rob Bry. Parked on the outside, Pete's Porsche is tucked in fourth. 2 lengths to Desperado Dixie. Almost Alpo and Taggart Hanover. Out of the turn, hustling for the quarter. Piper Well Manor has a neck in front, but Gold Star Sandstorm racing at him at the quarter. 28 and 3 and Gold Star Sandstorm from the outside powers on by. It's Piper Wellmanner second, 2 lengths Pete's Porsche with the leaders third, 2 lengths AJ's Rob Rye, and to the outside there goes Desperado Dixie. Approaching the half-mile juncture, Gold Star Sandstorm leads the way, 2 lengths Piper Wellmanner, second by 2 lengths Pete's Porsche, and third. First over Desperado Dixie, Taggart Hanover moving up with cover. 58 and 2 into the clubhouse turn, and Gold Star Sandstorm has the lead. Piper Wellmanner running his heels in second. Desperado Dixie first over. Taggart Hanover with cover. Pete's Porsche, and to the outside it's almost Alpo. AJ's Rob Rye. Now they curve into the box stretch, and Desperado Dixie on a charge now to take command. Taggart Hanover moving right with him. Gold Star Sandstorm on the outside. Here comes Pete's Porsche, 3/4. 129 flat into the far turn. Desperado Dixie, he has a nose on top. Taggart Hanover moves at him, and Taggart Hanover up to challenge for the lead. Here they come, turning for home. Here comes Taggart Hanover. Taggart Hanover, a neck on top. Piper Wellmanner, look at him fly. Now third, now second with a rush. Piper Wellmanner, fastest of all. It's Piper Wellmanner at the wire. Taggart Hanover close for third. They're off. Final dynasty between horses. There goes Red Light District. On the inside, it's the Famous Clown. Into the turn between horses. Final dynasty. Red Light District. 3 wide into second. There goes the Famous Clown. Moving into second, Red Light District. Now back to third. American Rebel is 2 lengths back. Followed by Stacy's Orphan, Darren Devil, Russian Finale, and Handy Training. Your leader to the quarter is Final Dynasty, the Famous Clown. Right there in second, out of third. Here comes a Red Light District. 28 and 2, the opening quarter, and Final Dynasty leads the way as Red Light District. Moves second on the outside, the Famous Clown. Right there in third, 3 lengths to American Rebel. To the outside, Darren Devil, Stacy's Orphan, Russian Finale, and Handy Training. Out of the turn and heading for the half. Final Dynasty has a 2-length lead. It's Red Light District on the outside, trying to come on second. The Famous Clown, 58 and 1. Into the clubhouse turn, and Final Dynasty leads the way, and there goes the Famous Clown. Back to second, Red Light District. Parked on the outside, on the inside, American Rebel needs racing room. 3 wide, there goes Darren Devil. Out of the turn, they curve into the box to Rich, and Final Dynasty opens up 3 lengths, but Darren Devil storms into second, followed by the Famous Clown in third. On the outside, it's Handy, driving by 3/4. Final Dynasty 128 and 3, and Final Dynasty leans into the far turn, but Darren Devil has his sights on the leader, and here comes Darren Devil up to challenge for the lead in the final 1/8 of a mile. It's Final Dynasty now a length and 3/4. Here they come, turning for home. It's Final Dynasty with the lead. Darren Devil, he ducks to the open stretch, and down the stretch, Final Dynasty, Darren Devil is charging. Final Dynasty, Darren Devil close for third.